The following is a presentation of TFNN. The Money Masters. Call now, toll free at 1-877-927-6648. Internationally at 727-445-1044. Now, Tom O'Brien.
Excuse me, folks. Welcome, folks. We appreciate you growling and prowling with us out here. Right now, you get the Dow Industrials down 41. NASDAQ is flat. S&Ps are down 5.5. We have gold down 730, trading at 11-75. You get silver down 22, 15.88. Bonds, the 10 years down 3 ticks, 128.29. 30 is off 19, 158.11. King dollar's up 302 ticks, 94.89. If we go over into the NDX 100 first, see what's moving this market around. Strength inside the NDX 100, this is what you have. SanDisk is up 376, trading at 73.73. Micron Tech is up 53 at 19.03. You get Green Mountain up $1.47, 52.27. And Electronic Arts is up 130 at 73.10. Taken away from the NDX, we get Win. Win is down 459 at 68.30. You get Vipple off 11 at 419. Netflix is down 212 at 96.83. And you get Seagate Technology off 54 cents. Inside the Dow Industrials, what do we have? Strength versus the weakness. You get Dow, right now the Dow is down 36. The strength inside the Dow is Intel. That's up 39 cents, 33.44. Nike's up $1.52. 139. Visa's up 77, and you get Disney up 53. Taken away from it, Chevron down 161. Oh, it's going to be fun looking at these. Okay, I like it. Exxon is down 105. You got Microsoft down 34, and you get Cisco down 21. Now let's go right over the oil stocks and see what we have, because oil came off those lows, folks, with real juice. Okay, it's going to be a long way back before we want to buy these babies, but this setup, we'll see whether we can get it going. So Chevron, at the bottom out here is 69 bucks. You're already up $20. That was from the 24th of August. I'd like to see this thing down somewhere around 77 bucks. So it's quite a way down. You get a slight pullback out here today. If we go to Exxon Mobil, we take a look at Exxon. Exxon's running 81.45. That level down there somewhere about 75 bucks. That would be the number that you want to be looking at. We go over into the actual oil contract. Let's see. I think we might be on the Z contract right now, December. So crude oil. Okay, so crude's off 160 right now. Yeah, we're dealing with the December contract. So we're down on 127,000 contracts. The bottom of this range, 45.79. See this intraday. Okay, so intraday, what we just did, yeah, this will be back down. So intraday, what we just did is this. We just broke the swing low from 1020 on Friday with volume. So this will be back down into those levels. We hit 46.35. That means it's making a run for 45.79. So oil wants to make a run for the lower end of the consolidation that it's trading in right now. Gold, we go take a look at the gold market. What we have with gold, gold last week had the price spread, had the volume, had all of the above. And it looks like gold is setting up another, now this is a very large ABC structure on the way up, man. This is going to be a mind blower, but this has been a one-way move. The bottom of this A point is 1103. That would be the lows of October 2nd. Your high is 1191. So you're dealing with $88. If in fact this is the C today, you're talking big money. You're talking 12, what's that? That's 1258. And the swing point up there is 1238. That would make sense, too, in the context of how gold likes to run when it's coming off lows. Our phone number is 877-927-6648. Let's go over and take a look at good old Weight Watchers. WTW, let's see. So Oprah, I believe, said, okay, so this is up $5.34, $12.13. Let me put this back. And don't touch this thing. I don't care if Oprah's buying the whole ball of wax. So the news on it goes like this. Now this is what's intriguing about this is that, watch this. Oprah Winfrey to buy 10%. Oprah Winfrey will buy 10% of Weight Watchers and join its board, given the struggle and provider of Weight Watch program Star Powers that works to fend off cheaper digital rivals. The shares surged 72% in early trading. As part of the deal, Winfrey has also signed up with Weight Watchers program and will share her experience along the way. Weight Watchers could use the boost. I see. The company has suffered from falling sales. I believe in the program so much as decided to invest in the company. And it's part. This must be a side deal that she's doing. 1 second. Okay, Weight Watchers, about 51% owned by a Luxembourg company, has fallen 73%. It has been working to update its image. So it looks to me that the way that press release is laid out is that more than likely it'll be announced what price she actually is going to buy it at. And, you know, it'll be somewhere, I suspect, down at the 680. When these deals come across, most of the time what ends up happening is that they'll take, whether it's 30 days or 60 days back, do that average, and because it looks to me like this is going to be, it doesn't say that she actually bought it. You know, this is a stock that went straight down. And yeah, can it bounce to 1950? Yeah, big deal. What is going to be intriguing there, of course, is that they are definitely buying. You know, Oprah comes out and says something, people are going to, they pay attention. There's no doubt about that. Will that make a difference in the aspect of where Weight Watchers' struggle has come, folks, is on the whole digital deal about how folks that are regulating their health and weight and all of that, bottom line, do it with Fitbits and, you know, all these other devices that are very helpful. Some of the high volume stocks out here in this market right now, you get GE up 12, you got PMC up, Sierra up 147. That's a takeover bid. Morgan Stanley's down $1.80. Let's go to Morgan Stanley. Morgan Stanley had a big miss, man. They're lucky they're only down $1.80 right now. So I see this is building cars though. Okay, so Morgan Stanley's at 32.13. You have a high volume swing low from the 24th at 30.40. You have another high volume swing low from the 2nd of October at 30.15. Numbers go like this on Morgan Stanley. The miss was pretty. Morgan Stanley tumbled 6.9% after reporting a loss related to private equity investments in China and posting the worst quarter of fixed income since the financial crisis. We had an unusual, this is Gorman speaking, which is the CEO. We had an unusual hiccup in the merchant bank, which is highly unlikely to repeat itself. Third quarter net income fell to $1.02 billion, 48 cents a share from $1.69 billion. That's a big number, man. Excluding an accounting gain and legal expenses, profit was 42 cents a share, missing the 63 cents average. So it's percentage-wise, it is a big number. And you got an analyst from Oppenheimer coming out. I love these. We don't think this quarter says anything negative about the safety or soundness, but it looks like one that they like to forget ASAP. Yeah. Well, bottom line, folks, is that you can't forget numbers. Numbers don't lie, and that's a big miss, no doubt about it. Now, if we go over and we take a look at Goldman Sachs. Goldman Sachs hanging at the same place. Let's go take a look at a few more of these banks. BAC's hanging at the same place. All these banks are hanging at the consolidated lows that they have out here. Those lows have to do with the downdraft of the 24th of August. They haven't been able to make it over those lows. Now, what's going to be intriguing, Citigroup itself. When Citigroup came out last Thursday rather, that had some juice in it, but it died in the vine as soon as it got up to the 53. Citigroup had gone from 51 to 53.18, had a good price going. It also had some good volume going. Bottom line, though, just couldn't stay up into those levels. If we go over to the XAU, the HUI, we'd have with the XAU, we take a look at this. This is a nice setup. It's already taken out its swing high from the 20th. You have some juice behind the move. If we put this on a weekly, what you're going to see, yeah, you got another ABC setting up, man. Because the XAU and the HUI went down so fast, folks, okay, when we came down from May, it was fast and furious. The XAU went from $77 straight down to $44. You know, we got over the consolidation of 54. You can go, you don't necessarily have to go to the highs that fast, meaning of May 15th, but the lows of the past consolidation, which would be 62, that would be the lows of March. That can be done very quickly because there's nothing stopping it on the way up. If we go take a look at the HUI, that was the XAU, same type of setup. The HUI, the Gold Bugs Index right now, is trading at 133.88. You took out the 133.11. See if we did this with some juice. Whoops. Yeah, I mean, that can get to 152 in about a heartbeat. This is Tom O'Brien. This is TFNN. Dow Industrials right now are down 20. The NASDAQ is up 12. S&Ps are down 2.5. You stay right there, folks. We're coming right back.
Larry Pesavento has just started his brand new service, Fibonacci 24/7, and he's already delivering content to his subscribers on a daily basis when the market's opened and even on weekends. Each Monday, you'll receive Larry's written report that provides detailed commentary and a summary on the charts and videos that Larry sends out. And throughout the week, when warranted, Larry will send out via charts or videos or both the key markets that he is watching during the day. This will be up-to-the-date, active trading information that will help you in your daily trading. In Larry's first week alone, he sent out 25 charts, 6 videos, and a full report to his subscribers in just 1 week. If you're a technical trader that uses patterns and retracements to trade, then Larry's service Fibonacci 24/7 is something that you must try. Right now, new subscribers can get a full 30-day money-back guarantee. With nothing to risk, sign up now to Larry Pesavento's Fibonacci 24/7 by visiting the front page of TFNN.com under Trading Newsletters.
Platinum, grains, crude oil, gold, copper, cattle, hogs, gasoline, natural gas, coffee, cotton, cocoa, and sugar. These are just some of the commodities mentioned in the most recent issue of Andy Hecht's Techno-Mental Commodity Report. Andy publishes his weekly newsletter every Thursday morning, where he breaks down the commodity market and provides his subscribers with specific trading recommendations based on his trading methodology. By signing up for a free trial to the Techno-Mental Commodity Report, you'll get a full 30 days to try out this powerful newsletter service and see for yourself the types of trades Andy has recommended for his subscribers. When you sign up for a 30-day free trial, you're under no obligation to pay anything. And should you decide to continue, you will lock in the low rate of only $79 a month. Sign up right now for the Techno-Mental Commodity Report and make sure you're ready to catch the next big trade in commodities. For more information and to get started today, visit the front page of TFNN.com.
Are China A-shares hot or not? If you trade China A-shares, now may be time to take a closer look. Trade CHAU or CHAD, Directions Daily CSI 300 China A-share Bull and Bear ETFs. China A-shares in either direction. Visit directioninvestments.com today. An investor should consider the investment objectives, risks, charges, and expenses of the Direction shares carefully before investing. The prospectus and summary prospectus contain this and other information about Direction shares. To obtain a prospectus or summary prospectus, please contact Direction shares at 866-476-7523. The prospectus or summary prospectus should be read carefully before investing. An investment in the funds is subject to risk, including the possible loss of principal. The funds are designed to be utilized only by sophisticated investors such as traders and active investors. Distributor Foreside Fund Services, LLC.
You know what's cool? Taking something that's good for you. Something specifically formulated to help with weight loss, better sleep, stress reduction, and the need to detox.
Nico, our hunter and gatherer ancestors found all their nutritional requirements for health in their wild environment. But today, our food sources no longer contain the vitamins, minerals, and nutrients our bodies need to stay healthy and strong.
That's why we need Primal Edge Daily Nutrition. It includes a special blend of ionic, soil-based vitamins, minerals, fatty, and amino acids in an easy-to-use liquid form.
Primal Edge is powered by highly concentrated fulvic and humic acids, nature's preferred delivery system. They have been called miracle molecules because, like sunlight, air, and water, life cannot exist without them.
That's right, Paige. They ensure we receive all the nutrition we need to be healthy and thrive. We take it every morning.
Primal Edge, formulated and approved by Nico and Paige of Living a Primal Lifestyle. Buy it today for just $89. Click on the Primal Edge banner on the front page of TFNN.com. Tom takes your phone calls now. Toll free at 1-877-927-6648. Internationally at 727-445-1044.
Welcome back, folks. Dow right now is down 23. You get the Nasdaq up 12. S&Ps are down 3. I do want to thank all the tigers and tigresses that come by at the Traders Expo in Vegas last week. Say hi. I, of course, want to thank all our talk hosts at TFNN for making sure all this program was continuing. Okay, so market-wise, folks, what we got is this. Well, first, let's go overseas. We go take a look at the FTSE. FTSE in the UK right now, we are at 63.53. The FTSE, percentage-wise, well, not percentage-wise, but price-wise, has had one of the largest expansions, kind of like the Dow. You know, our Nasdaq, our S&Ps has not retraced much the Dow. FTSE got to 65.53. That's after being at 57. Can't handle this price. That price there is the October 9th, so it's going to be intriguing. The FTSE would have to get back inside the 62.84 level, you know, which is, 60 points lower, to get in the lower range, that is. If we go take a look at the DAX in Germany, what we have with the DAX in Germany, this is really weak. And the DAX in Germany, the correlation many times goes right with our own NASDAQ. But the DAX in Germany is showing that, hey, guess what, man? It can't get a price level going over the downdraft of the 18th. And the 18th is our correlation of the 17th in the U.S. You know, it got up to a price point of 10,187, but those high volume swing lows, man, out there of 93.38, they are sticking out like a sore thumb. I mean, in an incredible way, too. There's no doubt about that. Now, if we go back to our own markets, the small caps right now, the IWM, we're trading at 115.75. That didn't make the September 17th level. That low there was 116.68. That is still dealing with the downdraft from October 13th, which is really intriguing because that wasn't a huge downdraft. It got to a higher high. It did have lighter volume, and it gave it up on price. It looks to me that you're building cause, get into lower price, meaning that 108 area. The SPY, we take a look at the SPY. Where the SPY is laying out here is this. We got to 203.29. It had price. The volume, however, contracted dramatically. So that number out here today, that 202.89, is absolutely crucial inside the SPY. The reason being is that the benchmark that we're dealing with, folks, okay, is not your high volume benchmark. It is how we first tested the downdraft, okay? So September 17th in itself, you know, we had 276 million shares. Well, you're going against 346 million. And what's neat about when you take so this is the second test on the downdraft, your volume contracted again dramatically. That tells you what? That tells you that it doesn't have the energy to go up. Now the key is going to be, of course, what type of energy do we have pulling back? when you take that and you put it together with option expiration, to me, it has a lot more force. The reason being, on option expiration, you can get volume going. Guess what? The volume didn't get going. What does that set up? That sets up that this market is laying there and laying to go south. We take a look at the XLF, the banking sector in general. That banking sector is still hanging at highs, but you can see that the banks that have come out with numbers, the numbers aren't great. The sell-offs aren't huge. But if you're looking for a catalyst, where would the catalyst be? Well, bottom line is that banks are a big catalyst, folks, and just don't have it. We go over to the transports. The transports are still a mess, by the way. I mean, a real mess, too. You have the transports. They're up $20 right now at 8099. But you go inside those transports, well, particularly some of the rails. The rails are in tough shape. You know, the transports were one of the first indices to show us where this market wanted to go. We've, you know, come down on the transports from 9,300 to 8,000. It still has that high volume swing low that's hanging out there, as it had tested the August 28th low, blew away the October low. You know, so that baby is still set up to get to lower price. We go over to Walmart. You know, Walmart, no doubt, was one of the best clues in the marketplace when it couldn't handle that 12-year consolidation breakout. This is Tom O'Brien. This is TFNN. You stay right there, folks. We'll be coming right back. Dow down 32. NASDAQ is up 7. S&Ps are off 4.5. We're going to be right back, folks.
Today, it's hard to tell if the economy is coming or going. Regardless, I want my money going in the direction I choose. If that's your stance as well, then you want to know how Everbank can help keep your money thriving just the way you want. Is growing your money a priority? Everbank is committed to a yield pledge promise to pay high yields on your checking, money market, and CD balances. Looking to diversify? Everbank ingeniously developed accessible ways to spread your money around the world into foreign currencies and even non-FDIC insured metals. And when it comes to your wealth, they bring a highly experienced and global perspective to help you manage it. Everbank's financial philosophy flies in the face of the status quo. They believe your money's performance should not be determined by today's economic circumstances, but by the drive to rise above them and create opportunities that favor your objectives. If that excites you like it does me, visit everbank.com/TFNN to find out what they can do for you. Again, that's everbank.com/TFNN. Visit them today. Everbank is a member FDIC and equal housing lender.
If you're an active trader looking for that extra edge when it comes to trading and investments, then now is a great time to get a 2-week free trial to Tom O'Brien's daily market letter, Market Insights. Tom O'Brien's daily newsletter, Market Insights, comes out every market day at around 9:30 a.m. and provides Tom's daily commentary on the broad market, including the Dow, NASDAQ, and S&P, plus specific trade recommendations. There's even an update published most afternoons to keep you informed about the day's market activity. He'll give you the entry price, price target, and stop price of each stock and option trade. With Market Insights, there's nothing left to guessing. For all the details and to get your 2-week free trial to Market Insights started today, visit TFNN.com.
TFNN is excited to offer a brand new piece of market scanning software unlike anything the industry has ever seen. John Logan and his team have spent years developing their market profile tools to finally be able to release the TAS Profile Scanner Plus. And right now, you can get a 2-week trial absolutely free just by visiting TFNN.com and providing us your name and email address. The TAS Profile Scanner Plus is the premier market profile-based scanner in the industry, powered by the acclaimed TAS proprietary algorithms, this feature-rich scanner is a standalone desktop software that instantly filters over 2,500 global financial markets such as stocks, ETFs, commodity futures, and Forex. Within 3 minutes of signing up, you can have the software downloaded and running on your computer with a complete roadmap of market indicators and inflection points to trade off using the TAS Profile Scanner Plus. Sign up today and try this amazing piece of software by visiting TFNN.com. TFNN has just announced a brand new morning lineup that is geared specifically for traders in this volatile traders market. Every morning at 8 a.m., John Logan starts things off with his daily program, The Global Market Pulse. At 9 a.m., Larry Pesavento trades the market during the market open Monday through Friday on Trade What You See. At 10 a.m., Tom O'Brien hosts the Money Masters for the hour, and Basil Chapman hosts his Tiger Technicians Hour at 11 a.m. From 8 a.m. till noon every market day, these traders are with you as they provide up-to-the-second market information so that you can make the most educated and profitable trades possible. The new TFNN morning lineup is happening right now. Tune in to see for yourself what kind of actionable trading discussion they have each morning, Monday through Friday, starting at 8 a.m., live only on Tiger TV at TFNN.com.
This segment is brought to you by Think or Swim. For more information, just click the Think or Swim banner on the front page of TFNN.com.
Welcome back, folks. Dow right now is down 43. The Nasdaq's up 1. S&Ps are off 6. And, you talk about ranges, folks. There's no doubt trading out here, it seems that these ranges, it just loves trading in these ranges right now. If we go over to the NASDAQ just for a second, what you're going to see, it's almost like, it's not like, you just can't believe it, meaning that, okay, so 43.39, that was the top of the range on Friday. Bottom line, top of the range last night, 43.44. Top of the range today, guess what? 43.41. Couldn't bust it up. What it's going to try to do now, it's going to try to bust it down, And what you have on the way down is this. So we're 44.26. You get inside 44.22, and you'll be at 44.11 in a heartbeat. It's pretty wild watching this thing shake out. One of our tigers that was saying in the den, Walmart squeezes suppliers to share its pain. Well, the thing that's, and there's no doubt, the mantra of doing business with Walmart, folks, is that you can go out of business, okay? Every company in the world still wants to do business with Walmart, but the bottom line, what ends up happening there, of course, is that the amount of margin that they allow you to get is like nil, okay? And then the payment system, how you get paid, gets pushed off, so you very well can lose money. Now, watch this. That being said, when I was watching how Walmart was breaking down, one of the problems is that they have squeezed everything out of what they can squeeze. So the key goes there, well, what do? Well, bottom line, guess what? They're going to continue to lose money because they've squeezed the whole ball of wax all the way down the line. The way Walmart's trading out here, and this is where you absolutely want to pay attention to large moves, and you can see how long they take. I mean, remember I was talking about Walmart for what? Months, okay? The bottom line is that when it had broken out, you broke out with light volume, but it was up there for 2 years. And then you can see that you came off the highs with volume. And it's like, man, you never know what ends up happening breaking down a stock, okay? But bottom line, this had it in spades. And this is where, when you look at the fundamentals versus the technicals versus the whole ball of wax, it's like, man, this is pretty intense. Because, we have not only come down off that high of 90, now what you've had is you've had a huge acceleration of volume. 2 months ago, we did 277 million shares. We're only at October, 20th, we're already done 221. This is going to do some big volume. So the next thing that what happens is that the bottom of the consolidation that it was in is $41. Bottom line, 12 years, guess what? it's going to go to the bottom. The real key is does it break out the bottom and go back to $11.37? You know, we'll see how the whole thing shakes out. But you can see that when large funds get out of something, they've been getting out of it. The acceleration goes fast, furious, and then all of a sudden a news item comes out after the point, and c'est la vie, as they say. We're going to take a look at the SPY, the SPY, on a intraday basis. What we have on an intraday basis is this. Thus far, okay, we're 202.67. It would have to get back inside 202.64 in order to get to the bottom of this level. You know, the first time, there's nothing really holding this up here. Oh, yes, there is. No, there's really nothing. There's nothing holding this up. So this is going to be intriguing to see, can it get the juice to get inside the 6.4? Well, you know, it's teetering right at it right now, meaning 202.65. The NDX 100, we take a look at the NDX 100. And inside the NDX 100, you're at 108.20. That level that you're looking for, this would, after 108.18. Now, what's intriguing about the NDX 100 is this. If, in fact, you can get inside that 108.18, that would be a big number, because the way that we came up at 10 minutes of 4 on Friday, that was a big bar, folks, okay? That did 3.37 million on a 10-minute bar. Now, we've only hit it the first time. You couldn't expect to get through it the first time. But that, keep your eye on that, because if you do get through that, you'll get down to 107.37 pretty quick, and you very well could get lower than that. So that's the number out there. And what's always cool is that when you're right next to that number, meaning within 2 pennies of that number, it's a big number. So you take the correlation of how you go down there first, and, you know, versus how you go back up. If we go take a look at Apple, we have with Apple out here, you know, Apple doesn't have any juice. The IBB, inside the IBB, that looks like it just failed. It got into the high of Friday, which was 318.33, and right now you're at 317.11. Let me see the inside of this. Yeah, you did. Okay, so this is cool. Check this out. Okay, the IBB, we got to 320. We just come inside it. Okay, this is going to be a trip watching this shake out. Okay, your benchmark here, well, there's two of them. 314.50. The first one, though, is 3. Okay, actually, it's 314.50 to 314.90. That's kind of where that's hanging out. What we did get, though, in the last 10-minute bar in the IBB, now this gives about the most information out when we compare the S&P, the NASDAQ, and the IBB. The IBB did get down with juice. We just did 189,000 going into 200 after making a high with 131. So the IBB is given an identification that still has sellers in it, and you'll probably get more expansion on the way down. Let's go take a look at a few of those equities inside it. Regeneron is trading at up 840, 535. That can't, yeah. Well, no, that's still going to consolidate a bit. That still can't handle higher price, but what that didn't do is that when it spiked to 520, it didn't have the juice on the way down. Gilead, we take a look at Gilead. Gilead right now is trading at 103.18, but that did have the juice on the way down. Gilead, oh, that's going to be interesting. Gilead wants to get into, well, the low of 10 minutes ago, the last 10-minute bar is 102.77. That has the juice down there. Gilead looks like it's built on an ABC structure on the way down. Amgen, AMGN. What do we have with Amgen? Yeah, Amgen is going to fail right here. Ooh, this is wild. So Amgen is going into the swing high of the 12th. The high is 155. The low is 151. And we've just hit 155.66. Thus far, it looks like it's not going to have the juice to get up and over that level. SanDisk, SNDK, This is the leader right now inside the NDX 100. Let's go take a look at this, because what you also can do when you're doing this is you take a look at, yeah, there's, okay, so check this out. This is pretty cool. So the leader, this was as high as 75.18, and they're selling it down. That's a big number because the correlation is selling down. Man, they're selling down quick. We just sold down from 75.18 to 72.57. Oh, look at that. That's just a sweet dead cat bounce. SanDisk is down from $108. She's going into, wow. So on a weekly basis, you're going into 13.1 million. Last week we did 8.7. Of course, this is just the beginning. This is just this is a dead cat bounce. Pretty intense, man. Green Mountain, GRCM. Green Mountain is the second leader inside the NDX 100. And this is always a heads up when you see that, because Green Mountain has been one big dog. This little baby, you know, it has a large weighting structure inside the NDX, but when you talk about a dead cat bounce, this has gone from 158 down to a price point of 43. Right now you're at 52. INCY is the third strength, and this is a psycho stock, man. This stock here, folks, is just amazing. You know, this thing likes to go up or down 10, 15 bucks a day, and it's only a $110 stock. Right now, you're up 255. There's no juice. She's going into the downdraft that was created out here last Thursday. There's not going to be any action here. Meaning there's not real strength inside of that. We go back over to the NQs for a second, and we take a look at the NQs. NQs right now, they like spiking around, no doubt. Okay, so what we've done is this. You got down. We got down to the 44.24. You had the 7,100 contracts. Now we've done, let's see, we got, yeah, 2,600. You're going to do about 55 to 57, you know, so this is not going to be able to make a top side either. And bottom line is that we got a couple nice ranges that are set up for the day out here. That's what it looks like. We go over to the XLE, the oil. Oil's pulling back slightly. Man, I'd love to see this XLE. Patience is going to be the name of the game here in the XLE. When the oil stocks set up consolidations, they like trading nice, big, fat consolidations, and that's what this looks like. You know, the bottom of this consolidation would be, I wouldn't take the low, I'd take the last low, which would be 59, and the top is 69. You know, 10-point consolidation inside the XLE. Yeah, bulls or bears all day long. You can have a little field day out there with that, folks. Gold, let's go take a look at gold. They just whacked gold. Gold's down 13 right now. And guess what? They're not going to be able to break the swing point. I love it when this happens. So check this out. So when gold came off the bottom on the 14th, you come off the bottom with 10,000 contracts at 1164. We got to 1169, and this is anemic. But guess what? It's beautiful when the price is there, and then it dies on the vine. It can't even make it to the swing point. So we got to 1169.10 with 5,400 contracts. Right now, we're on the second bar, hasn't got to the swing point. The swing point is $4 lower than when we are right now. And what happens with that, folks? It's just like having a race, that the amount of energy that gets expended before you get to the finish line, you can't make the finish line. If you're, whether it's swimming, whether it's running, whether you know, it's a horse coming up to the bottom, you know, the pole with the last eighth of the race, it's a big problem when the energy goes out before you get into it. It gets expended, and then what ends up happening, it dies on the vine. We go take a look at the small caps out here. Small caps right now. Oh, this is a nice setup, man. So check this out. I like this. Small caps, not only, they're already under, no, they're not under it yet. Okay, it's 115.57. Right now we're at 115.67. The 57 number is a big number. Why? Because what the small caps also did. Now they did it on Wednesday. The small caps at 15.50 on Wednesday had juice into it. The Qs had juice at 15.50 on Friday. And, you know, what that is, of course, is that, you know, they're ETF structures, and the sponsor of the ETF, no doubt, has to come in and get that net asset value even. That's where those large positions, whether going up or down inside those ETF structures, mean a great deal, no doubt about that. We're going to take a look at good old Alibaba. You know, Alibaba, this is a... One second. There she is. Okay. Alibaba's trading at 72.40. Wow. Talk about one way. 120 to 70. Amazing. 120 to 57, actually. Yeah, this has zero juice. You know what's amazing is that the hype with this going out and the amount of news is incredible, and the stock just gives it up. And you know, this is, you know, it's so crazy. I can tell you that even just being technical in the sense of, you know, buying and selling, that story, even I was listening to that story, I said, man, Alibaba, they're going to take over the world. Bottom line, guess what? The world just got smaller, so they need a smaller stock price. And what they do have, though, this is what's going to be pretty cool. So when you do watch this, now this hasn't got strength off the bottom, so I wouldn't touch it. But what you are going to have on Alibaba is you have a high volume swing high. And I always love seeing high volume swing highs with volume. You know, that's at 120. And the bottom of that's 99. So, you know, in the future, if you could see them come off like the oil stocks came off with volume, pay attention to it, because that baby will get back there. This is Tom O'Brien. This is TFNN. You stay right there, folks. We'll be coming right back. Dow down 35. NASDAQ is up 8. S&Ps are down 4.5. We're going to bring you right back.
Has the current market volatility continued to stop you out of trades when the market spikes against you? Now is the perfect time to open up an account with Nadex. Nadex, the North American Derivatives Exchange, is a brand new, completely regulated Chicago-based exchange, and unlike most other exchanges, Nadex allows you to trade directly through them with direct market access when using their completely free trading platform, which also features real-time charts and full customization capability. One of the advantages of trading with Nadex in volatile markets is that your risk is always capped, and you have the ability of keeping your trades open even when the market spikes against you. Nadex is completely brand new with a line of unique trading products that are unavailable anywhere else. See how it works at nadex.com. That's NADEX.com. Or click on the Nadex banner on the front page of TFNN.com. Futures and options trading involves risk and may not be appropriate for all investors.
Tom O'Brien's weekly gold letter, The Gold Report, gives complete and concise coverage of the entire gold market. Inside, you'll get Tom's commentary on gold, the dollar, the rand, the bond, the XAU, the HUI, and detailed coverage of nearly 25 mining stocks. He'll give you the entry price, price target, and stop price of each stock trade. The Gold Report is a long-term newsletter where the focus is on building real wealth through the management of a successful portfolio of gold stocks. With a lifetime of knowledge and almost 12 years of writing his informative weekly newsletter, The Gold Report, Tom O'Brien can provide you with the important market information to help you make better trades in the gold market. Don't let the next bull run in gold pass you by. To get a month-long free trial to The Gold Report, an $85 value, visit the front page of TFNN.com today.
David White's newsletter, The Technology Insider, is focused like a laser on finding the next big things in technology. If you had invested only $10,000 in Microsoft in 1986, you'd have been a millionaire by 2000. Disruptive technology like Microsoft's is the key to these massive long-term profits, and the Tech Insider is the vehicle from TFNN to capitalize on these opportunities. This is the go-to newsletter that identifies, monitors, and profits on mostly little-known cutting-edge companies with great long-term prospects. David's experience is as an inventor of Emmy-winning animation products for TV and Hollywood that propelled a company public. Match that with 14 years as a full-time trader, and he's uniquely qualified to guide you through the light-speed world of ever-evolving high-tech. If you're ready to ride the next big technology bull market for less than $40 per month, log on to TFNN.com and get your 2-week free trial to the Technology Insider. Get in on the ground floor of the next big thing today.
Hi, I'm Steve Rhodes, host of the Trader's Edge, heard daily at TFNN.com and author of Mastering Probability, a daily investment and trading newsletter service that I send out each morning by 8 a.m. My morning newsletter service covers exactly what the markets have been doing since last night's close, providing you with an edge on your trading day ahead. You get actionable trading ideas, including the exact entry, stop, and profit targets. Plus, I'll teach you the patterns and hidden market correlations that will make you a better trader. As a subscriber, you'll gain access to my 90-minute money management workshop, where I'll teach you the secrets that'll save your assets. The bottom line, I've got your back, including a 30-day money-back guarantee. See for yourself the type of analysis I provide each trading day by signing up for Mastering Probability today. With nothing to lose, this is an offer you should not pass on. Mastering Probability can be found under Trading Newsletters on the front page of TFNN.com.
Catch Basil Chapman as he uses his Chapman Wave methodology to call the markets. The Tiger Technicians Hour, next on TFNN.
Welcome back, folks. Dow right now is down 43. NASDAQ is up 2. S&Ps are up 5.5. And check it out. This is pretty wild, folks. So, October 19th, 1987, of course, you had the crash. The Dow lost 22% in one day. This is the second time since then that the 19th is on a Monday. The first time was 2009. And it's intriguing reading this article because, you know, it was, and where were you? I remember exactly where I was. I was 1 McKinley Square. Bottom line is that when you take a look at this, it's intriguing reading through this because it was in this case, you know, there's always something that not makes it happen. As it's happening, it always ends up being no liquidity in the marketplace. In this particular case, it was about a portfolio insurance, okay? This was a technique, I'm reading a Bloomberg article right now, that was invented by a guy named Lehman and Rubenstein in 1976. And what it was an attempt to hedge volatility by shorting index futures to protect long positions. As the market fell, the index puts would be executed locking in a small loss and shifting the risk of more losses to a party on the other side of the trade. It was a great academic. Check it. Everything's always a great academic concept. It is one that hadn't been tested, though. Bottom line, folks, we know what happened. It didn't work. It didn't work because there's no trader in their right mind that would turn around and in a cascading market go up on the bid. And that's exactly what happened. There were no bids in the marketplace. You had the New York Stock Exchange was all humans. No one would go in and bid, period. You know, and if you've heard Larry talk about it many times, the spreads were absolutely incredible. Bottom line is that 87, 97, 2007, oh my God, that's almost 30 years, that's 28 years ago. Time just flies. You stay right there, folks. Our man, Mr. Basil Chapman, is going to be coming up next, Growl and Prowling with you. And then, of course, we get Steve Rhodes. Dave White, I'll be back here this afternoon. And don't forget, at TFNN, folks, we do 10 hours of live programming every trading day. Get it right on your cell phone, tfnn.mobi. If you'd like to get Tiger TV, just go to tfnn.com. On the right-hand side, you'll see Watch Tiger TV. Our servers will understand what type of device you're on. You'll be able to get the audio plus the video. Dow right now, you get down 41. NASDAQ is down 5. And what I expect you're going to see here, you're going to see a little more selling pressure as we get through the day. Intraday out here, the range has stayed in place, but what we just had inside the NQs and the S&Ps is that they couldn't reach the first intraday high that was achieved out here at 1020. So now what they're going to do, they're going to try to go into the lows that were out there at 1030. You get those lows. If they get those lows, guess what? It'll go after the lower end of this little consolidation that we're trading in right now. We go over to the NQs, and you take a look at the NQs right now. NQs. The NQs are trading out at the 35 level, and NQs are a little bit better shape, actually. And NQs look like they they're going to try to test that high once again. A little bit different. The low is still wants to be tested, which is the 4424, because that's a much higher volume characteristic. That was at 1030 this morning, the 7100 there. But the NQs are not giving it up yet. S&Ps are, and if we go, watch this. This is pretty cool, because when you put this together with the Russell also wants lower price. Yeah, the Russell wants lower price. This is Tom O'Brien. This is TFNN. Dow Industrials right now down 38. Nasdaq is up 4. S&Ps are down 5.5. You got gold off 1250. Haven't been able to whack it down to that 1164. You're at 1170. Have a great one. Have a safe one. Stay right there, folks. I'm Mr. Basil Chapman's coming up next to Growl and Prowl with you. Go get him, folks.
Since 1984, Basil Chapman has been using the Chapman Wave methodology to advise traders of his expert market opinion. While originally hand-drawing charts from the late 1970s into the 1980s, Basil noticed that prices under most circumstances virtually always had a certain number of legs to the upside before declining sharply. Later, Basil found that computer software, which included the standard market technical indicators, enhanced the degree of accuracy in calling price turns, as well as market trend calls. Thus was born the Chapman Wave sequence. Using the Chapman Wave methodology along with other indicators, Basil Chapman advises his subscribers of his expert market opinion each market day with his opening call newsletter. Right now, you can get a 2-week free trial to the opening call, Basil's daily trading newsletter, by visiting the front page of TFNN.com. Cancel at any time during that trial and pay absolutely nothing. Get your 2-week free trial to Basil's newsletter, The Opening Call, today by visiting TFNN.com.
This is TFNN.